Hello everyone, today I want to talk about spirit coaching workshops, an opportunity for you to grow and develop into your true self. Hello everyone, today I want to talk to you about some coaching workshops, some opportunities to grow and develop yourself, something that's very special to me, something that I've done personally, and an opportunity for you to join in. So as always, I'm going to begin with a quote, and that quote is, "You have a deep responsibility to be the best you can, because that effort, while obviously having a positive effect on you, also redesigns the entire universe, present and past, to a new reality in which all beings benefit." Brad Hughes. I fundamentally believe this, don't believe it, know it at experiential level, that making yourself better makes the world better. Gandhi used to say, be the change you wish to see, because there's something unusual about our reality creation machines, these organic brains, that when you become better, hurdles and obstacles clear and people within your life become better, and it's something that we owe the universe. So how do we develop this? Well, one of the challenges that have been around for quite a while in self-development is we're focused on tricks and tips and techniques. And the challenge with tricks, tips and techniques is they're surface level. They're very vulnerable, and we all know the positive mantras and the motivational speeches, they do wear out. I'm sure everyone has had a motivational speech in their life, and ultimately we're not all motivated. Therefore, you can see that there's some gaps in that understanding. So I've developed a workshop, and it's a spirit coaching workshop, and it's designed to ignore the sort of success-based techniques and to really look at your core solid foundation so you can build a true life from that. And I want to go through those steps for you. These workshops will be available around the world in 2017, and I hope to meet with you at some stage and go through them individually. But for those individuals who don't have maybe the resources or opportunity to come to one of these workshops, I'd like to outline this for you today so you can start looking at these steps yourself. Number one, finding God. Who are you really? Now, if we haven't done this, everything afterwards is just a waste of time. If you don't know who you really are, which is the universe experiencing itself subjectively for a short period of time in total control of its awareness, if you don't get that, the rest of your life can be very, very challenging. So we really work during the workshop at that and understanding that at a core level, not believing it, but knowing it at a core level. Step two, spiritual discipline. Become a disciple to yourself and expand your levels of self-respect to the next level. We all know that Jesus had disciples. Those disciples loved him and cared for him, would die for him and do anything for him, and that allowed Jesus to get his message across to the world. So, who should you love, who should you care for, and who should you be interested in improving more than anyone? Yourself. And becoming a disciple of yourself is becoming a disciple of God. Now, what is the core root of disciple? Discipline. When you work out that this universe is a cosmic play, there's two things that can happen. You can be liberated, or you can just be a drunk and not really care about how things fall apart. And a lot of existential crises come from the fact that without that true meaning, people find themselves in difficult situations. That's why discipline is important. Disciplining yourself to become a disciple of yourself. Then that's what we work on during workshop 2. Step 3, ritual and habit. Creating presence power where every moment can be a beautiful ritual. The reason we have ritual and habits in the world is because we know as humans, neurons that fire together, wire together. The pathways we create through habits make them easier and easier to do. Mindfulness, being present and being joyous and happy, is a skill, and we talk about the development of that skill every moment. Step 4, building a temple. Creating a sacred space, a new environment that allows a subconscious autopilot system for success. Some of the most simplest studies I've seen about exercise is that it's more effective to put a pair of shoes in front of your bed in the morning to get a workout done than it is to have a personal trainer. Why? Because you've changed your environment. Those workout shoes that you get out of bed and see every single morning have changed your environment. And your environment, or your temple that you create, is incredibly powerful. The number one reason statistical reason that people in the United States are wealthy is because they grew up in a wealthy environment. Number one reason people are poor is because they grew up in a poor environment. Above education, above any other statistic, it's your environment. You are in control of your environment, and once you become an adult, it's your job to create a sacred environment that helps you be the best version of yourself. Step 5, sacred text, the covenant of you, the sacred rules of your life, a personalized record of your spirit. We go through life so often listening to the mantras of others. never really writing a covenant of ourselves. There are individuals who walk around quoting the Old Testament where, where it talks about, making idols out of cows and bulls. That's not something that's completely understood by people today, and we need to rewrite these things for a better understanding of ourselves, because the core message is true, but we need to create something that's more individualized to our modern world, which has changed so much. Step 6, a talisman, your physical reminder of your divine nature. All native and indigenous cultures have talismans. They go on to battle with talismans. Women who, during childbirth, have talismans. And what are talismans? They're a symbol to reconnect you to an understanding of knowledge. We've got a lot going on in this world, a lot of crazy stuff, and sometimes a talisman, could be a necklace or a bracelet or a card, is something that can help you remind yourself of what's really important. And during that process, we create an individual talisman. Number 7, the sinner. Understanding that, and this is where so many programs fall over, they have this concept of transformation, which is beautiful, but they don't know, there's nothing taught about what to do if the transformation isn't perfect. And guess what? This transformation is happening and unfolding in every moment. So knowing what to do when things go wrong is really important. We all know that after a diet, most people put that weight back on, and then they just feel bad about themselves and continue to eat. So understanding the concept of sinner, which is an old concept that predates way before Christianity, which is the sin is to do things against yourself, to do things against God or nature. And understanding when that inevitably happens, how do we forgive ourselves? How do we move forward? These workshops are something that I'm really excited to move forward with after the video series. I can't wait to individually meet people around the world and connect and really show that system that can make us happy, all of us happy, and the more of us that are happy, the better world we live in. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.